Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing a first impression review, demo, wear test, etc. on a new foundation that I picked up. I recently got a gift card from my manager for Administrative Professionals Day, and it was for Ulta, so I said let me go and pick up a couple new things from, not new things, but you know what I mean, a couple products from this brand that I found at Ulta. It's Catrice Cosmetics. This is their All Matte Plus Shine Control Makeup Mattifying, long-lasting, oil-free foundation. It lasts up to 18 hours, so say the claims. And this is the shade 20 Nude Beige. I'm very proud of myself because I kind of went off of pictures that I saw online. So figured I would do a demo wear test on this today, guys, because I'm going to College Day over here at Rutgers University. It's like the big college in New Jersey. So yeah, I figured what a great day to try out the foundation. I'm just going to be doing foundation, maybe a little bit of mascara and some gloss. I just want to be able to show you guys the actual foundation and also the concealer. I picked up the Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer in the shade, this is supposed to be waterproof. This is in the shade Light Beige, if I'm not mistaken. Where is the shade? Light Beige. It's right there. So we're going to be doing a demo wear test on those. I'm already moisturized. I'm going to use the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro. This is my primer of choice for today. I love this primer. I just kind of like pulled it out of my collection. I haven't been using it a lot lately. I've been sticking to other things, but so we're just going to put a little bit of this on. And like I said, we're going to be going to College Day for a couple hours, so I'm going to be in natural lighting. I'm going to be able to check in and show you guys what we're looking at. And yeah, so I've got some breakouts going on because Aunt Flo is coming, and you girls know what happens when that biatch comes to town. She ruins your skin. Okay, so for today's wear test, I'm going to be doing half my face with a kabuki style brush. This is just from Jessup. It's an Angles Kabuki. And then the other side, I'm going to use my Untitled Damp Beauty Blender, which is a little bit too damp right now. So we're going to do this side with the Beauty Blender, this side with the brush. So let's just go on in. So glass packaging, really sleek. It's a frosted glass, and it's got a pump, which is pretty cool. This foundation I think was around $6. I'll double check the price and I'll put it either on the screen or down in the description box, so you guys can know how much each product costs. So let's do the side with the brush first. And I'm really happy with the shade selection. It's really light because I don't have a tan right now, so I'm working off the beauty finder. So let me use my mirror. It might be a tad light, but you girls know once you add in some bronzer and blush, all that stuff, you can easily fix that situation. So I'm not going to worry about it. But for today, like I said, we're just going to be doing the foundation, maybe a little bit of powder. So we're just going to roll with it. So I just have one pump that I'm going to use on this side. One pump per side seems to be a good starting point with this foundation. You don't pump out a lot of product right off the bat, like with one pump, so it's pretty good. Okay, so let's go in with the brush. And like I said, this claims to be, it's oil-free, claims to be a matte finish, long-lasting, up to 18 hours. And mattifying, shine control makeup. Does not have an SPF. Let's see what we're looking at here. Sorry if I block you. My blind bat behind is with a mirror. So, okay, so right off the bat, it's not doing a great job at covering up my blemishes. Let me zoom you guys in so you can see. You see just one layer there? It's not really doing much for my blemishes. It is a matte finish. It did cover up my redness a little bit. You see, not much. I mean, I can still see it peeking through, but we're going to see if we can blend it. So there's just the one layer with the brush. Let's do one layer with the Beauty Blender, and then we'll see if it builds. You see, it doesn't really give you that much product per pump. So So like I said, Catrice just started being sold at Ulta, if I'm not mistaken. I'm really excited that Ulta is expanding their inventory as far as different companies selling their products there. It's really cool. I love new companies or newer companies being able to try products from different companies. I think it's pretty cool as a makeup lover. You always want to find, you know, new brands, new products, that kind of thing. So it's pretty cool. All right, so we've got the product. You're gonna hear Jaden screaming. He's got a friend at the door. So let's go in with the Beauty Blender. We're just gonna bounce it around and see what the Beauty Blender does as far as blending it into the skin. Trying not to get my mirror in front of you guys. I always end up blocking you, and I really apologize, but I'm just, you know, it happens. Okay, so okay, so there is just one layer. Let me look here. I'm not really noticing much of a difference as far as the application. Maybe you guys are seeing something different on your end. I can see redness over here on the side that I applied the brush, as well as the same thing goes for the Beauty Blender side. So, and then again, the breakouts, same thing. It's a light coverage. The color match is like spot on. You can see comparing to my neck. So, all right, let's see if we can go ahead and build this sucker up. I'm just going to take one full pump again on the back of my hand, and I'm going to go on the brush side and load it up. And I'm just going to put, I'm not going to use all of it. Let's just put the rest over here. Okay, so let's go back in with the brush and see how it builds. Definitely giving a little bit more coverage at first glance. Let's test it out here. Okay, so definitely not a full coverage. I would say it's blendable and buildable to a medium coverage, at least with the brush. Let's see what the Beauty Blender side does. All right. I'm not really seeing much of a difference, except the side with the Beauty Blender, I think because it's damp, it kind of has a little bit more of a glowy blend, if that makes any kind of sense. You know when you blend out your foundation, it kind of looks a little powdery, I guess. That's all that I'm really noticing so far. It built up a little bit, not much, guys. I'm not getting much more than medium coverage, and that's with 2 layers, and I'm not one to go in for 3 layers, so 2 layers is my max. Yeah, so let's move on to concealer. and see what we can do. Now this is, like I said, light beige. Let me just test the shade on the back of my hands. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this on my face, or maybe I will. That's it right there. We're just going to spot conceal, see what it does. I'm not going anywhere fancy, so it's a little bit light, but, and you usually don't want to use a light concealer on your blemishes, but this is what we have. This has a very strong perfume scent. Very strong perfume scent, and I did smell this one before filming. This has a light, it's kind of like a florally perfume scent, but really strong in the concealer. So if scents bother you guys, it's going to bother you because it's, yeah. Alright, so the concealer claims to be full coverage, and it really is. I like the concealer as far as, I don't think the shade match is doing anything to camouflage the redness and the pimples that I have, but as far as like the consistency, I can tell it has good coverage. We're gonna, there's my mother, we're gonna use it up under the eyes just to see if it has any brightening effect under the eyes. We'll see. Alright, so let's just take it there. And I'm not going to use a lot because it'll look crazy. I'm not doing any eye makeup today, so. Now for the most part with the concealer, I usually use a beauty blender, but I think I'm going to do, we're going to stick with the same theme. I'm going to do the beauty blender here and then a brush here, which I'm going to have to get up and go get the brush because I didn't think of that. Ooh. That's really nice. It's kind of got like a sheen to it. Do you see that sheen? I don't know if that's just from the, no, that's definitely from the concealer. Wow. Do you guys see that? It's got like a sheen. All right, let me get my brush and then we're going to do this side. Hold on. Okay, so for this side, we're going to use, this is the Dress Up brush that I always rave about. We're going to use that to blend this out. It's blending out really nice. And that sheen, guys, you see the sheen? I've never had an under eye concealer give that sheen. So weird. So that blended out really nice. I must say I like it better with the Beauty Blender though, just because I feel like it smoothed it out real nice. This side I can see my pores like right here. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me bring it in just to show you. See that? It's like blended a lot nicer and I can see like the pores over here. Alright, so let's go ahead and set it with some powder. I'm just going to use my NYC Smooth Skin, which is what I've been using for my under eyes lately. Just really like it. And I'm using an e.l.f. blush brush. And for the face, I'm just going to use, what am I going to use for my face? I didn't grab any other powders, so I think I'm just going to take my Coty Airspun, and I'm just going to use the little puff that's in here, and we're just going to put that all over the rest of the face. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. Actually, no. Let's take the Sonia Kashuk powder brush, and I'm just going to blend that out and just dust it off. I'm not going to use a setting spray. Actually, yes, I am, because I always use a setting spray. And when I do these wear tests for you guys, I like to do my foundation as I normally would. That gives me a better gauge as to how it, you know, performs. So, all right, I'm going to spray that. And then I'm just going to put on some mascara and some gloss. And I will check back in with you guys out in the daylight. All right, so it is now, I forgot to tell you guys the time when I first applied it. It was 10:30. Right now it's 10:45. So this is what we're looking like.
10:43, Mom.
That's, thank you, my little clock man. So this is the foundation. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Obviously, I've only had it on for about 15 minutes. Didn't do a great job at covering up blemishes, neither did the concealer, but the concealer looks good under the eyes. I never usually have a problem with concealer under my eyes. I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Like I said, it's 10:43 right now, as Jaden so graciously corrected me. But yeah, we're off, so I will check in with you guys. So it's probably loud here because we're at Rutgers Day, but I wanted to check in. It's about an hour after application, and this is what we're looking like. I don't know about the coverage so much. It kind of looks powdery, but it's a good match. I like the concealer a lot better than I do the foundation. It's got a matte finish. Blends to about medium coverage, and again, I don't have any bronzer or anything on, so this is just foundation, no blush, no bronzer, no nada. So here's my face. It's like 1:30-ish. It looks pretty good. Again, I'm not thrilled with the coverage, but it's wearing nicely. I'm trying to get good lighting here. It's wearing nice. It's not fading off. It does look a little cakey. You can see like my pores and stuff and my blemish areas. Not too appealing. Color match is good. Not oxidizing. There's Jaden beating up a pole. But yeah, so that's where we are now. It's 1:30, like I said. I'll check back in with you guys later. We're still at Rutgers Day Fair. So here it is behind me. There it is. Part of it anyway. It's huge. Lots of food. Nasty food. I had a veggie burger, so it wasn't that bad. But alright, I will check in with you guys later. Bye guys. So it is right now about 10:05 p.m. This is where we're at with the foundation. As you can see, it does not work out great for blemishes or problem areas at all. And this is with a primer. Like, it's so bad. It also has broken up around my nose, if you guys can see. Like, all in here and around there. This foundation is just not working. I will give it one compliment. My oil is at bay. It's not breaking through as much. A little bit here, but nothing crazy, nothing that's driving me nuts. So this is where we're at with the foundation. What do you guys think? I really don't like the way it looks around here at all. And this is the side with the brush. This is the side with the beauty blender, so. No, boo. Alright, I will check in with you guys in a couple of hours. I don't know what happened. So, concealer, let's talk about that. So, as you can see in here, it broke up a little bit, like in the corner. Not broke up, but like, it's like breaking up. You see that around like the lines, like in there, the crease lines? Not bad. It didn't really do much for my covering of the darkness in here. I don't really have much darkness, but I want it to like really brighten that inner corner. It didn't really do that much, but so concealer I think is a lot better than the foundation though. It doesn't look cakey or dry under my eyes. It just broke up a little bit in my fine lines, but it happens. So that's that, and yeah. Alright, so it's 6 p.m. This is where we're at with the foundation. I've realized that this foundation sits on top of the skin. It does not settle into the skin. Like it doesn't blend in with the skin. It kind of just sits on top, and that's why I'm getting like the dryness and just the the unflattering settling around my chin area where I have a lot of dryness and a lot of blemishes going on, as you can see, as well as in the previous clips. So that's my gripe with this foundation. It sits on top of the skin. It doesn't like blend into the skin or melt into the skin the way that I want it to. Like my Revlon Color Stay Balm from the drugstore. It's a little bit pricier than this foundation, but it's so much better. As far as the concealer, it's not bad. I'm not going to bash the concealer. It doesn't give the greatest coverage, but I did put a little bit on, so I will cut it a little bit of slack there. I'm sure it would build up rather nicely just by one layer. Yeah, so I would say that the foundation is a fail for me. Concealer is not a fail. I would say it's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's not a bad concealer if you're wanting to try a new concealer. So I'm going to check in again. Like I said, it's 6 o'clock now. I'm going to check in later on before I go and wash my face off, just to recap and let you know anything else I wanted to tell you about the foundation and the concealer. So yeah. Hello. So we are back at the end of the day. It is 9 p.m. Why am I showing you this? It's 9 p.m. and I am so ready to take this face off, guys. Let's get down to it. This foundation, like I said, it's around $6, $7, $8. It was fairly inexpensive. I do not like it, and I will tell you why. Number one, it sits on top of the skin. It doesn't melt into the skin like I need it to. My Revlon Color Stay does. My Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation does. My CoverGirl 3-in-1 does. My Milani Conceal and Perfect does. So on and so forth. This foundation sits on top of the skin. It does not do what I need it to do. It also broke up around my nose, around my chin, and around blemishes and stuff. It faded away. Broke up, got scaly looking, just disgusting. I'd say around 4 hours was the breaking point. I will, however, say that as far as the oil, because I'm combo oily, I usually get very oily in here, T-zone, across the forehead, and down here on the chin. This did not do it. I have not touched up, I have not powdered at all. And as you can see, like from here up, like there's no oil at all. No oil, a little bit on the nose and a little bit right here, but you guys can't see it. So I will give it that. It's great for combating if you have oily skin. Excuse the mess back here. So it did a great job at keeping me matte throughout the day. I had it on since 10:30 this morning. It's now about 9 o'clock, so around 11 and a half hours. Wear time, no oil breakthrough. Pretty good. Did break up around the nose, like I said, around blemishes. Sat on top of the skin. You could see my pores. You could see my problem areas. My chin was looking so rough. Oh my god, like it was so bad. It was to the point where I was like, that's it, I'm done. I'm not doing this video. I'm not uploading it because I look a hot mess. But we're gonna keep it real and raw for you guys because it is what it is. And let's just face it, a lot of us don't have perfect skin. Like we get blemishes, we get breakouts, we have, if some of you might have cystic acne like I do. Not everyone is a porcelain doll like Jackie O and has like perfect, smooth, baby butter butt textured skin. Like we all have our flaws. So that's why this video is up and live. I don't like the foundation. Like I said, good thing, keeps me matte, keeps my oils at bay. Color match was pretty good for my skin. Like I said, this is 020 Nude Beige. It's perfect. I love the packaging, love the pump. I just don't like the way it sat on my skin. Don't like the way it accentuated pores and this nastiness here. Moving on to the concealer, which, where's the concealer? Ha 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 ha. The full coverage, high coverage concealer, the liquid camouflage. This is pretty good. I do like this. This looks very natural up under the eyes. It didn't do a good job at concealing around the face, so don't even bother using it for that. Up under the eyes, it's very lightweight. Gives pretty good coverage. It did settle into my lines here. I don't know if you can see. I know I showed you guys in an earlier clip, but right in here you see it kind of, you know, bunched up around the lines and stuff, which I don't like. I usually don't have a problem with, but it is what it is. I didn't really have any issues to begin with darkness, so I really can't test or give you guys feedback on that. It's a good concealer if you don't have dry under eyes, if you don't have like really, really dark circles under your eyes, bags, etc., you don't have a lot going on under there that you need to cover, this would be a good option. I don't think it's bad. I think it was around $4 or $5. Not very expensive at all, fairly inexpensive. It is waterproof. That's what it claims to be. I didn't go out in a tsunami today, so I didn't get to test that about this concealer, but you know, that's what it says it does. So all around, good product if you want to try out the concealer. I would definitely stay away from this unless you have perfect skin. And you don't mind it sitting on top of your skin. It's not going to accentuate your pores or your wrinkles or your blemishes if you don't have any. So if you are one of those gifted girls with perfect skin, you can get away with this foundation. That's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already for more videos. And follow me on all of my social media. Everything will be down there in the description box. I'm on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. I love you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.